Hey everyone, and welcome to the club. Today I'm going to be showing how to draw Lil Nas X. Now we're going to get started in the center of our page with the upper eyelid. So let's move over to the left side. We're going to draw a curve. Starting from the outside, we're going to curve up, across, and then in. Let's do the same thing on the right. So we're going to line this up, curve out, and then down. Now we're going to tuck the eyes in underneath the eyelid. So starting on the left side, we're going to step in, draw a half circle, coming down, and then back up towards the inside of the eyelid. Let's do the same thing on the right. Starting from the inside, we'll curve down, and then back up. On the left side of each eye, we're going to draw a small circle for a highlight. Starting at the top of the eyelid, draw that circle, line this up on the right side and do the same thing. Let's go in and fill the eyes in black. Now we're going to add a small wrinkle underneath each eye. Starting on the left, we're going to start on the outside, we're going to curve down and then up. Let's do the same thing on the right side. Curving down and then back up. Now we're going to move to the inside and draw on the nose. So let's start on the left side of center, we're going to curve down and back up on the right side. Now we're going to curl around the nostril. Starting from the left side, we're going to step down, we draw a C shape, curving all the way around. Let's do the same thing on the right side in the opposite direction. Now we're going to move up and draw on the bridge of the nose. Starting on the left, we're going to draw a curve, going up and then down. Now let's move up and draw on the eyebrows. We're going to line up with the outside edge of the eyelid, step up, we draw a curve, going across, down, and then in. Let's do the same thing on the right. Curving up and then out. On the inside of the eyebrow, we're going to draw two short angled lines coming up and then in. Now we're going to taper this eyebrow coming down towards the outside point. Let's fill the eyebrows in black. Now we're going to move down in the center and draw in the mouth. Starting on the left side, we're going to draw a curve, going up and then back down on the right side. Now let's draw on the upper lip. Starting from the corner of the mouth, we're going to curve up a little higher in the middle and then back down on the right side. Now let's draw on the lower lip. From the corner of the mouth, we're going to step in, curve down, then up towards the right side. Now we're going to add in the mustache. From the top of the mouth in the center, we're going to draw an angled line going up and out towards the left and right side. Now from the left, we're going to curve out and pull that down towards the left corner of the mouth. Do the same thing on the right side. Now we're going to fill the mustache in black. Now we're going to move up above the eyes and draw the inside edge of the hat. Starting above the eyebrow on the left, we're going to draw a curve, going up the middle, and then back down on the right side. Now we're going to connect these 2 points with a curve for the bottom of the head. We'll start on the left side, we're going to curve out, round out the cheeks, and pull that in underneath the mouth, up on the right side, then up towards that line. Let's move to the sides and draw on the ear. From the top of the hat, we're going to step down, curve up, round out the ear, and then we'll just pull that in towards the side of the head. Let's do the same thing on the right side. Stepping down, curve up, round out the ear, and then pull that in. We'll draw the inside of the ear. So from the top of the ear, we're going to step down, curve up, and then out. Do the same thing on the right side. Now let's add two small circles for the earring. On the left earlobe, we'll add one circle, and then the same thing on the right. Now we're going to move up and draw the brim of the hat. In line with the side of the head, we're going to step all the way up to the top. We're going to curve down in the middle and then back up on the right side. Now back on the left, we're going to round this out. Curl around and then out. Do the same thing on the right. Now we're going to pull the brim of the hat coming around the ears and then in behind the head. So let's start on the left side. Curve out, around the ear, and then we'll pull that in. Let's do the same thing on the right. Curving out, round this out, and then pull that in. Now we're going to draw the top of the hat in behind the brim. So over on the left side, draw an angle line coming up and in, go to the right, and do the same thing. Now we're just going to round this out, come down, and then just flatten off the inside. So on the left, we're going to come up, then just come down with a slight angle. Do the same thing on the right, going up, and then down. Now let's connect these 2 points with a curve, just dipping down the middle, and back up on the right. Now we're just going to add a band across the hat. Starting from the left, we're going to curve up in the middle, and then back down on the right side. Let's fill that in black. Now that we completed the head, let's work our way down the body. We're going to start with the hood first. So over on the left side, underneath the head, we're going to curve down, and we're just going to pull that in. Let's go to the right side, curve down, and then in. Let's draw the inside of the hood. In between these two lines, right in the center, we're going to start with a point. From this point, I'm going to curve up and out towards the left. Go back to the center, curve up and out towards the right. Now we're going to layer the jacket on top of the sweater. From this line, we're going to step out, draw a straight line coming down towards the bottom of the jacket. We'll do the same thing on the right side. Now let's round out the bottom of the jacket. Starting from the left side, we're going to curve out and then up. We'll do the same thing on the right. Now from here, we're going to go straight up and then just bend that in just underneath the hood. So go up, we'll bend that in, leaving a little space along the top. From the inside corner of the jacket, we're going to step up, curve down, and up towards the right. Let's add a few buttons along the left side. Starting from the top, start with a circle, go to the very bottom, draw that same size circle, and then we'll add one more in between. Now let's give him a rope chain going across the chest. From the top of the jacket, we'll step down, curve down in the middle, and then back up on the right. Now we're going to thicken this up. We're going to step down and just follow that same curve going across. Now let's add that rope texture. Starting from the top, curve down and over towards the right, step over, do that same curve. We're going to repeat this all the way across till we get towards the right side. Let's continue working down with the legs. In the center, we're going to step down and draw a curve from left to right, going up and then down. Now we're going to leave a gap in the center, go over towards the left, and curve out, and then down towards the left heel, go to the right, curve out, and down towards the right heel. Now let's round out the bottom of the feet. From the heel, I'm going to curve down and up towards the toe. We'll do the same thing on the right side, making sure the feet are the same length. Now back on the left side, we're going to round out the foot. Starting from the toe, we're going to draw a curve, going up. I'm going to pull this down, aiming towards the heel. We're going to stop right about there. Let's do the same thing on the right, curving up and then down. Then from the inside of the line, we're going to curve in the opposite direction, curving around and then back up towards the inside of the leg. Let's thicken up the sole. Taking this curve, we're going to step up and just duplicate that. Now we're going to move back up and draw on the side of the leg. Starting from the bottom corner of the jacket, we're going to step in, curve out, round out the leg, and then pull that in towards the top of the foot. We'll do the same thing on the right side. Now let's add in some pockets. From the bottom of the jacket, we're going to curve down and then out towards the outside of the leg on both sides. Now we're going to add the fly in the center. We're going to draw two straight lines from the waist going down towards the lower torso. Now let's move up and draw on the arms. We start about halfway down the side of the body, curve out and down towards the wrist. Line this up on the right and do the same thing. Now back on the left, let's start with the thumb. Draw a small half circle, curving in and then back out. At the end of the thumb, we're going to draw a bracket. At the bottom of the thumb, we'll curve down and up around that bracket, step down, curve down and up the second finger. Now we're going to add one more finger. Right on the side, we're going to curve out. Now I'm just going to pull this up and in behind the hood. Let's do the same thing on the right side. Starting with the thumb, then a bracket. bottom of the thumb, we'll curve down and up around the bracket. Step down, curve down and up. Now the third finger is going to go all the way around and then up in behind the hood. Let's add in the sleeve of the jacket. Starting from the wrist, we'll curve down and then up. Do the same thing on the right side. Now we just want to thicken up the cuff. We're going to step up and just trace that just along the top. And then the last thing we're going to do is add the collar of the jacket. Starting at the top of the jacket, we're going to angle down and out on both sides. And we'll pull this straight up underneath the hood. And that's pretty much it. There we have it. There's Lil Nas X. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Make sure you subscribe and send me your requests in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.